Hi students, today's exam key. Come to first question. What is that question? The diagram shows the energy level for an electron inside an hydrogen atom, which transition shown represent the emission of photon with the most energy. So figure is given like this. This is n is equal to 4, n is equal to 3. Next to this is n is equal to 2, and here n is equal to 1. This transition going up. So electron moving to 3. So this is absorption. So photon emission is not possible. Okay. Next to this transition, energy gap is less. So, but of course, here we get photon. Next is this transition. Here also we will get photon. Next final transition is this one. This energy gap is more. Then this photon will have more energy, right? So this is given 1. This is given 2. This is given 3. This is given 3, and this is given. Oh, this has more energy. So option C is correct. Next, in the series limit frequency of the Lyman series is nu1. The series limit frequency of fund is. So this is the second question. So when if you see this hydrogen spectral, so this is ground level. So next level, as we move away, this very close. Okay, when n is equal to 1, this is Lyman series from infinity to here. So any n1 or n1 is equal to 1. For Lyman series, this transition frequency is nu1. So this is E1 is equal to h nu1. So this is infinity. Infinity means what? 0. So the energy is constant minus 13.6 by n square. So h nu1. So n square is in nu, or from this relation, how do you write? Nu is equal to 1 by n square, right? Yes or no? For fund series, jump to what? The Lyman bracket Paschen, Lyman bracket and fund. You will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here n is equal to 5. Jump infinity to here. Here frequency they given as nu. So from this relation, how do you write? We are talking about first. So this is n1 and a new one. This is n1. Then nu is equal to 1 by n square. This here n1 is equal to 1, n is equal to 5. From this relation, they are asking nu. So nu by nu1 is equal to, we have n1 square by n square. Am I correct or not? So quite opposite. So nu is equal to n1 square by nu1 n2 square. So nu is equal to n1 square is 1 square, nu1, n2 square is 5 square. So this is nu1 by 25. Clear? Next, third question. What did they give? Third question: radioactivity of sample R1 at a time T1 and R2 at time T2. If the half-life of the specimen is T, then mean like the term atom atoms that have the disintegration in a time T2 minus T1. So what is our formula? R is equal to n lambda. R is equal to third one. R is equal to n lambda. Okay, lambda is equal to what? 0.693 by T. Right? This how do you write? R1 is equal to n1 lambda. Then R2 is equal to n2 lambda. Clear? Understand what they are asking? Uh, the number of atoms that have disintegrated. So From this, what do you write? N1 is equal to R1 by lambda. N2 is equal to R2 by lambda. So N1 minus N2 is equal to what we have? R1 minus R2 by lambda. What is lambda? R1 minus R2 by 0.693 by T. T comes up. Then this is R1 minus R2 into T. Okay. Next come to fourth question. Stationary nucleus uranium-238 decay by emission of generating a total energy T. So equation is uranium 92 238. Okay, this is heavy. This is split into small nucleus. One is this will be split like this. This is like alpha, and this is remaining. What is this? Uranium 234 and 90. So what they given? What is the kinetic energy of the alpha particle? According to the options, slightly less than T. Okay, slightly less than T. If you go, this is actually textbook problem. You check it. That exercise problems. Okay, next come to the fifth one. In fifth one, they given the fossil bone as C14 and C12 ratio is 1/16 of the in a living animal bone. If the half-life of C14 is 5730 years, then the age of the fossil is. So we have a relation. What is the relation? N by N naught is given as 1/16. Okay, and we have a formula N by N naught is, if you express this is 2 power n, then time is equal to n into T of. So this is given 1/16. 1/16, how do you write? 2 power 4. So this is 2 power n. N is equal to 4. Then life of the bone is equal to 4 into what is the T of life? It is 5730 multiply. You will get the answer. This answer is 22,920. Clear. Next, sixth one. The uranium bombarded with the neutron. If the undergoes fission, the fission reaction can be written as. So where the particles, three particles named X produced and energy Q is released. What is the name of that experiment? In each fission, how many neutrons then generated? 3 neutrons. X is equal to neutron. Next, seventh question. A radioactive isotope has a half-life T of is equal to, it is 3 years. Next, after how much time the time is its activity reduces to 6.25% of the original activity. They are asking how many years. So how do you write? This is 6.25%. This is 6.25 by 100. So this will be 0.065. This is nothing but 1/16. 1/16 or 1 by if you take it 1/16, what is 1/16 means you take it once one, so it is 1/16. So n by n naught is equal to 1/16. So this is 1 by 2 power n. So n value will be what? 1 by 2 power 4 is equal to 1 by 2 power n. So n is equal to 2. Then t is equal to n into T of or small. What is this? N we got it as a 4. So 4 into what is half life given? 3 is 12 years. Okay. Next to 8-1, consider the nuclear fission Ne20 is equal to 2He4 plus C12. Gives the binding energy per nucleon of Ne20, He4 and C12 are respectively 8.03 MeV, 7.07 MeV, and 7.86 MeV. Identify the correct statement. So energy of 11.9 eV as to supply. Okay, find the binding energy for each, for all nucleons. Then substitute in the equation, you will get the answer. Okay, clear. Binding energy supplied, you calculate. Energy released. Energy supplied is first you find neon. Neon, how many are there? 20. So this is question number 8. Neon is equal to what? You will get 8.03 into 20. 20 nucleons are there. Then this will be 160.6 MeV. Next, what they release? 2 heliums. That you find out 2 helium energies. Then subtract. Then you will get the energy supplied. Next to ninth one, that is also option 2. It's a direct question. Next, half-life period radium is given 1600 years. Average life they are asking. 10th one. What they given? Half-life is given. T of is given as 1600 years. Okay, what they are asking? T average life. Tau. Tau is a question mark. What is the tau formula? Tau is equal to 1 by lambda. What is lambda? Lambda is equal to 0.693 by T of. So then this will be, what do you get? 1 by lambda means 1 by 0.693 by T of. T of goes up. Then this will be, what do you get? 60, first we will write formula. Okay, T of divided by 0.693, substitute, you will get the answer. T of already given, right? T of is given in the formula, you substitute, you will get the answer. And next, 11, a sample of radioactive material has a mass m, decay constant lambda, and a new molecular mass m, Avogadro number ME, the initial activity of the sample. So initial activity of the sample, how do you write? R is equal to n lambda. We need to find number of atoms. Number of atoms, how do you write? Number of moles into Avogadro number. How do you write number of moles in terms of mass? Given mass by molar mass. Then R is equal to m by n, m by capital M into Na. This is number of moles into Avogadro number. This gives the total number of atoms and into lambda. This is the answer. Okay, next 12th one, the equation, what they given 4 protons, H1, 4 protons is gives rise He24 plus 2 electrons, 226 MeV represented. It's a fission process. Okay, already you have studied this fission process. Next 13 one, in a Bohr atomic model, electron revolve in an orbit with frequency with velocity v. It produces a magnetic field B at center. The magnetic dipole moment of the electron is m. Which of the following quantity is independent of quantum number? In this question is 13. 13 independent of n. You need to find out all what given options. So for this, mv square by b r square. For this calculation, you don't get n. Clear? Next 14. 14 is what the percentage of the radioactive substance left after 5 half-lives. 5 half-lives means what? N by n0 is equal to 1 by 2 power 5. 2 power 5 means 2 power 32. Then this will be 0.0312. So this, if you write, how do you write in percentage? This you will, this is 3.12%. Next, beta rays emitted by the radioactive material are charged particle emitted by the nucleus. Okay. Next to 16. 16, what is that? If 10% of the radioactive material decayed in 5 days, then the amount of original material left after 20 days is okay. Now come to 16. What is that? 10% decay means we follow this one. N is equal to N naught e power minus lambda t. So present 10% decay means present is 90%. 90% means this is 0.9 is equal to of N naught actually. Okay, of N naught is equal to N naught into e power minus lambda t. This is 0.9 into e power minus lambda t. This is the first case. Okay, second case, how many of, so t we need to substitute here. For second case, we will write the equation. So x of n naught will be present after 20 days. This you can substitute 20. So then this equation 0.9 into e power minus lambda 5. Right? This is x is equal to e minus lambda 20. Right? Yes or no? So then this, if you take it both sides log 0.9 is equal to minus 5. Yes or no? Lambda 5. Lambda 5 is equal to this we can write log minus log comes this we can write 1 by 0.9. And here also you will get 20 lambda is equal to log 1 by x. Okay, divide this one 20 lambda by 5 lambda. 5 lambda is equal to log 1 by x by log 1 by 0.9. So this is 4 is equal to log x by log 0.9. So rearrange this log x is equal to 4 into log 0.9. So log x is equal to, this goes up, log 0.9 whole power 4. So then x is equal to 0.9 whole power 4. You do it, you will get the answer. Okay, that you express in the percentage. Then the energy required to remove the electron from the single ionized helium is 2.2 times the energy required remove the electron from the helium atom. The total energy required ionize the helium atom completely. Okay. So for ionization energy for the helium atom, E is equal to what? We have a 13.6 into Z square by N square. Ionization means completely removed. So 13.6 into Z value is 2 square by 1. This will be the 50 minus 54.4 EV. This is for helium. So what they mentioned, 2.2 for remove the electron is 2.2 EV. How many electrons are there? Plus 2.2 electron EV. So 2.2 electrons. So energy required to remove the helium, you take it, we take it as a, let us say x into, so x EV. This is equal to 2.2 into x. This is equal to what you get 54.4 into EV for to remove the 2 electrons. Then x you will get 54.4 EV by 2. This you will get as 24.7. The total energy minus this also. You add these two, that will be the total energy 54.4 minus, and this is also minus 27.4. Then add it, you will get the answer. Next 18, you have a relation that disintegration equation, radioactivity equation. Find the number of alphas, beta, and gamma. For this, option D is correct. Alpha, gamma, beta. Because where the gamma emit, there is no change in mass number and what? Atomic number. 19th repeated and 19th repeated and 20 also repeated. Clear? It is we just give a number of questions, then the software develop the same. So it's repeated. Don't worry. Next 21. The frequency of the first line of the Lyman series in the hydrogen spectrum is new. What is the frequency of the series limit of Lyman series spectrum of single ionized helium. So follow the same. So there you find for frequency of the first line Lyman series in the hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom energy equation, how do you write? 13.6 Z square by N square. This is En for hydrogen. Hydrogen Z is equal to 1. So En for hydrogen, Lyman series is E1. So this is minus 13.6 by Z is value 1. So this is 1. This is also 1. For hydrogen, how do you write? En is equal for helium minus 13.6 U Z square by N square. Here Z is equal to 2. Understand? You frame the equations, and here this line frequency is given as nu, but here you need to consider Z square also. Then you will get the answer. For this question, answer is 16 by 3 nu. Next, 22, the difference in the frequencies series limit of Lyman series and Balmer series is equal to the frequency of the first line of the Lyman series. And the difference in the energy of two atomic level is proportional to the energy of emitted or absorbed. So both statement 1 and 2 are true, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. So option A is correct. Next, 23, the first member of Balmer series of hydrogen atom is wavelength 6,561 angstrom, the wavelength of second member. So you follow this one. 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by Ni square minus 1 by Nf square for first equation, and for a given, this is lambda 1 and this is lambda 2. One again, this, how do you write? R into 1 by Ni square minus 1 by Nf square. You equate equation to divide 2 by 1, you will get the answer. Okay, next, hydrogen atom excited to N is equal to 4 state in the spectrum of emitted radiation, number of lines in ultraviolet region. So where they excited to hydrogen atom excited to N is equal to 4. This is 24th question. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So when it jumps, energy more. Here also energy more. Here also energy more. Okay, ultraviolet region means high energy radiation is ultraviolet region. So you will have jump N1 is equal to 2. Again, N1 is equal to 3. N1 is equal to 4. So option 3 is correct. Next, 25th. So in the Bohr model, an electron moves in a circular orbit around the proton. Consider the orbiting electron to be a circular current loop, the magnetic moment of the hydrogen atom, where the electron is in excited state. So this answer is E by 2m into NH by 2 pi. This is 25th answer. So you need to find magnetic moment means what? M is equal to I A. You need to find current I. You need to find area, nth orbit. You already know the formula R. Okay, that this I is equal to I into pi R square. I, how do you get? I is equal to Q by T. Q is E. T is, you need to find T again. T is equal to, how do you write? Distance by velocity. Distance is 2 pi Rn by P. This all, if you substitute, you will get this answer. E by 2h, NH by 2 pi. Okay, with this, the discussion is over.